What if I told you the key to making her chase you isn't in what you say, but in your silence? No contact isn't just a strategy, it's a psychological shift that changes the entire dynamic. When you stop reaching out, her mind starts racing, her emotions intensify, and suddenly, you're all she can think about. Stay with me, because in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to make her chase you after no contact, and why this move changes everything. 1. The power of no contact. No contact is more than just silence. It's a bold declaration of your self-worth. When you step back and remove yourself from her life, you're telling her something without saying a word. You're not afraid to walk away. This is incredibly powerful because it disrupts the usual dynamics of communication. Most people cling to relationships out of fear of loss, but by going silent, you're showing confidence and independence, two traits that are magnetically attractive. In the first few days, she might not notice much. She might even assume you're taking a break or trying to cool off. But as time passes, something starts to shift. Your absence creates a void in her life, and that void begins to grow louder. She starts wondering, why haven't you reached out? Did you lose interest? Did you meet someone else? These questions aren't just casual, they start to consume her thoughts. Here's where the psychology comes in. Humans are wired to seek closure. When you suddenly go silent, you're leaving her without the answers her mind craves. This creates a sense of discomfort, and the only way she can resolve it is by thinking about you. She'll replay conversations, analyze her actions, and wonder what caused you to step back. The more she thinks about you, the more emotionally invested she becomes, even if she doesn't realize it. But remember, no contact only works if you stick to it. That means no checking her social media, no sending accidental texts, and no responding to her subtle attempts to get your attention. This is about showing both her and yourself that you have the self-discipline to step back and focus on your own growth. 2. Why absence amplifies value. When you're always available, it's easy for someone to take you for granted. Your presence becomes predictable, and predictability often leads to complacency. But when you're no longer there, something fascinating happens. Your value begins to rise in her eyes. Absence doesn't just make the heart grow fonder, it forces her to see what life looks like without you in it. In the first week of no contact, she might not feel much. Maybe she's enjoying the space or focusing on other things. But as more time passes, the weight of your absence starts to sink in. She begins to miss the little things, the way you made her laugh, the support you offered, or even the routine of hearing from you regularly. These aren't just surface-level feelings, they're emotional triggers that remind her of your unique value. Here's the thing, people don't truly appreciate something until it's gone. By stepping away, you're giving her the chance to see your worth from a new perspective. She starts to compare her current reality without you to what life was like when you were around. And if no one else is stepping up to fill that void, your absence becomes even more noticeable. This stage isn't about manipulation, it's about creating space for reflection. By removing yourself from her life, you're allowing her to see what she might be losing. And the longer you stay away, the more likely she is to realize that your value isn't something she can easily replace. 3. How curiosity fuels action. One of the most powerful aspects of no contact is the curiosity it creates. When you go silent, you're no longer giving her the information she's used to. She doesn't know what you're thinking, what you're doing, or who you're spending time with. This lack of information leaves her mind racing, and curiosity quickly takes over. She might start wondering, why hasn't he reached out? Is he over me? Has he met someone new? These questions aren't just idle thoughts. They're emotional triggers that keep you at the forefront of her mind. Curiosity is a powerful motivator, and the less she knows about your life, the more she'll want to find out. This is where her behavior starts to change. She might check your social media more frequently, ask mutual friends about you, or even replay old messages and conversations to look for clues. Every unanswered question deepens her emotional investment. The more she wonders about you, the more likely she is to take action. What makes curiosity so effective is that it shifts the dynamic. Instead of you chasing her, she's now chasing clarity. She's trying to figure out where she stands with you, and that process makes her more likely to take steps toward you. In conclusion, the power of no contact is more than just a strategy to make her chase you. It's a tool that allows you to regain your own sense of self-worth and independence, while also giving her the space to reflect on the value you bring to her life. By creating curiosity and amplifying your value through absence, you increase the chances of reigniting the connection on a more meaningful level. Her becoming more emotionally attached to the idea of reconnecting. To amplify this effect, it's crucial to maintain your silence. Resist the urge to post about your feelings or respond to her indirect attempts to reach out. The mystery is what keeps her engaged, and the more curious she becomes, the more likely she is to make the first move. 4. Rebuilding yourself. During no contact. No contact isn't just about her, it's about you. This is your time to focus on yourself, rebuild your confidence, and become the best version of yourself. When you walk away from someone, it's easy to dwell on what they're thinking or feeling, but the truth is, the most powerful transformations happen when you shift that focus inward. Start by setting goals for yourself, whether it's hitting the gym, pursuing a new hobby, or advancing your career. Use this time to invest in your growth. When you're actively working on yourself, you're not only improving your own life, but you're also increasing your value in her eyes. People are naturally drawn to those who are confident, ambitious, and thriving. By focusing on your growth, you're becoming someone worth chasing. This stage is also about regaining your emotional independence. When you're in constant communication with someone, it's easy to lose sight of your own identity. No contact gives you the space to reconnect with yourself, remember what makes you unique, and rebuild the self-confidence that might have taken a hit during the relationship. By the time she reaches out, you'll be in a much stronger position. You won't be chasing her validation or looking for closure because you've already found it within yourself. This isn't just about making her chase you. It's about becoming someone who doesn't need to be chased to feel complete. 5. When she finally reaches out. The moment she reaches out, you've won the psychological battle. But here's the key. How you respond matters just as much as what you've done during no contact. When she finally sends that text or makes that call, it's not just an opportunity to reconnect. It's a chance to redefine the dynamic of the relationship. Start by staying calm and composed. Don't jump at the first opportunity to respond or make it seem like you've been waiting for her message. Instead, take your time and approach the situation with confidence. This shows her that while you're open to communication, you're not desperate for her attention. When you do respond, keep the tone light and positive. Avoid bringing up past issues or diving into heavy conversations right away. Instead, focus on re-establishing a connection and showing her that you've been thriving during the no-contact period. This isn't about bragging, it's about demonstrating that you're someone who's capable of moving forward with or without her. At this stage, she's likely expecting some level of tension or resentment, but by maintaining a positive and confident attitude, you're subverting her expectations and showing her that you're in control of your emotions. This is incredibly attractive because it reinforces the idea that you're a high-value individual who doesn't rely on others for validation. Ultimately, The goal isn't just to make her chase you, it's to create a dynamic where mutual respect and genuine connection can thrive. By handling her reach out with confidence and composure, you're setting the stage for a relationship built on strength, self-respect, and authenticity. 6. The shift in her perspective. When you commit to no contact, something powerful happens. Her perspective on you starts to shift. In the past, she may have seen you as predictable, someone always there, always available. But your silence disrupts that image, forcing her to reconsider who you are and what you bring to the table. She begins to see you in a new light. Suddenly, you're not the person she could casually dismiss or take for granted. Your absence creates a sense of mystery, and that mystery is intriguing. She starts wondering, did I misjudge him? Is he stronger than I thought? What is he doing now that I'm not a part of his life? This shift in perspective isn't just about curiosity, it's about respect. By walking away, you've demonstrated that you're not someone who settles for less than you deserve. You've shown her that you're confident enough to prioritize yourself, even if it means stepping back. That confidence is incredibly attractive. What makes this stage so impactful is that it forces her to confront her own feelings. She might have convinced herself that she didn't need you or that you weren't important, but as your absence stretches on, those beliefs start to crumble. She begins to see you not as someone she had power over, but as someone she misjudged. That realization is humbling. This shift in perspective is where the power of no contact truly shines. It's not just about making her miss you, it's about showing her that you have value and strength, and that the relationship dynamic can only be shaped by mutual respect and understanding. 7. The emotional roller coaster. One of the most fascinating effects of no contact is the emotional roller coaster it creates. At first, she might feel relief or even indifference, but as time goes on, those feelings start to shift. She begins to experience a range of emotions: confusion, frustration, longing, and even regret, all tied to your absence. This emotional roller coaster isn't random, it's a natural response to the uncertainty you've created. Humans are wired to seek stability and closure, and your silence disrupts that. She's no longer sure where she stands with you, and that lack of certainty creates emotional turbulence. At one moment she might feel confident, telling herself she doesn't need you, but in the next, she might find herself missing your presence or replaying old memories. These ups and downs keep her emotionally engaged, even if she tries to fight it. The longer you maintain no contact, the more intense these emotions become. What's important to understand is that this roller coaster isn't about manipulation. It's about creating space for genuine reflection. By stepping back, you're giving her the opportunity to confront her true feelings, even if those feelings are uncomfortable. As she navigates this emotional journey, she becomes more focused on you, wondering how to resolve the tension. This stage is where the real power of no contact lies. It's not just about making her miss you. It's about creating an emotional environment where she can't help but think about you. The longer this roller coaster lasts, the more likely she is to take action to regain the stability she once had with you. 8. How her ego comes into play. Ego plays a huge role in how someone reacts to no contact, and for her, it's no different. At first, her ego might try to protect her by downplaying your absence. She might tell herself, "I don't need him," or "he'll come back eventually." But as time passes and you remain silent, her ego begins to crack. This isn't just about missing you. It's about the blow to her sense of control. When you were constantly available, her ego felt secure, knowing that she had influence over you. But now, your silence challenges that belief. She starts to wonder, did I miscalculate? Is he stronger than I thought? Did I lose him for good? As her ego wrestles with these questions, it creates a deep sense of discomfort. She's no longer in control of the narrative, and that loss of control is something her ego struggles to handle. This discomfort doesn't just make her think about you, it makes her question herself and the choices she's made. What's fascinating about this stage is that it often leads to action. Her ego might push her to reach out, not because she's fully processed her feelings, but because she wants to regain the sense of control she feels she's lost. Whether it's a casual text, a social media like, or a more direct message, these actions are driven by her need to re-establish her influence over you. But here's the key: how you respond or don't respond matters. By staying calm, composed, and confident, you're reinforcing the message that you're not easily swayed. This message keeps her ego in check, forcing her to approach the situation from a place of respect rather than control. 9. When she realizes you've changed. The most powerful moment in no contact comes when she realizes you're not the same person she used to know. Maybe it's something she sees on social media, a new project you're working on, a trip you've taken, or the confidence you radiate in your photos. Or maybe it's the way you respond when she finally reaches out, calm, composed, and unbothered. This realization hits her hard because it challenges the image she had of you. She might have expected you to be waiting for her, stuck in the same patterns as before. But instead, she sees someone who's thriving, someone who's grown stronger in her absence. And that growth is something she can't ignore. What makes this stage so impactful is that it shifts the dynamic entirely. You're no longer the person chasing her or seeking her validation. Instead, you've become someone she admires, someone she respects, and someone she wants to reconnect with. This isn't just about missing you, it's about seeing you as someone who's elevated himself to a new level. By showing her that you've changed, you're not just making her think about you, you're making her see you in a completely new light. And that shift in perception is what makes her want to chase you, not because she feels obligated, but because she genuinely sees your value. 10. How you handle the chase. When she starts chasing you, the way you handle it is crucial. This isn't the time to fall back into old patterns or let your emotions take over. Instead, it's an opportunity to set the tone for a healthy dynamic moving forward. Remember, your actions should be guided by self-respect and confidence. This is the time to demonstrate that you're not desperate for validation. By staying grounded and in control, you reinforce that you are valuable and worthy of respect, no matter what. How you respond to her pursuit will shape the future of your relationship. Healthier, more balanced dynamic. Moving forward. First, stay composed when she reaches out. Don't immediately respond or act overly eager. Take your time and approach the situation with confidence. This shows her that while you're open to reconnecting, you're not desperate for her attention. Next, set clear boundaries. If you decide to engage with her, make it clear that your time and energy are valuable. This doesn't mean being cold or distant. It means showing her that you respect yourself enough to prioritize your own needs. Finally, focus on building a connection based on mutual respect. No contact isn't about manipulation. It's about creating space for genuine reflection and growth. By staying true to yourself and maintaining your composure, you're setting the stage for a relationship that's built on strength and authenticity. And if she doesn't chase you, that's okay too. No contact is as much about your growth as it is about hers. Whether she comes back or not, you've shown yourself and her that you're a high-value individual who doesn't settle for less than you deserve, and that's the ultimate win. Remember, no contact isn't about playing games, it's about valuing yourself. If this video gave you the insights you needed, hit the like button and subscribe for more strategies like this. Share your thoughts or experiences in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.